Hey everybody, I'm Arglefump, playing Nancy Drew number 15, The Creature of Kapu Cave.
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew. Anyway, here's my center of operations.
This is the game where Nancy goes to Hawaii and solves a rather tedious mystery. She has to do a lot of work for this bug doctor, and it's like, no, we have to do bug samples and analyze samples, and I swear it feels like the Frass Puzzle takes an hour. It's crazy. But on the positive side, she does get to hang out with the Hardy Boys for like a couple minutes. Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? Let's get started. Ow! Woo! I really do like the start of the game. It's got a dramatic opening where you've got the creature destroying the camp! Yeah, it's very exciting! Alrighty, and here we are. Nancy gets dropped off at Big Island Mike's Immersion Excursion. I want to read a sign here. Come on, sign. Sign up for an immersion excursion and experience Big Island Mike's unique try it and trade it system for learning and cashing in on the skills of ancient Hawaiians. Well, let's meet the Hardy Boys, everyone. Let's start off with the Hardys. They're pretty cool. They should be right over here. On the beach.
Hello?
So, did you arrive okay?
Ned, hi! Oh, perfect timing. I just got here. In fact, I'm on the beach.
The bug doctor's on the beach?
No, I still haven't picked up the key she left for me. I'm kind of goofing off.
Well, I wish I could be there with you, believe me. It's done nothing but rain non-stop since I dropped you off at the airport. The sky's just this constant shade of gray. It'd be depressing even with you here. But with you not here, it's...
Oh my gosh, you're not gonna believe this, but Frank and Joe Hardy are here.
What? Are you sure?
Positive. Hey, listen, I'll call you later, okay?
But...
Bye.
Nancy? What are you doing here?
I just got here. I'm going to be helping this entomologist Dad heard about do field work for the next 2 weeks. What are you guys doing here?
We got here yesterday.
Believe it or not, we're on assignment.
Joe, keep it down.
Richard Akins, the CEO of Akins Biotech, he hired us to do kind of a background check on Pua Mapu and her father, Mike Mapu. She's an up-and-coming world-class surfer. He runs a local business called Big Island Mike's Immersion Excursions.
No kidding. I'm supposed to pick up a car at Big Island Mike's. What does this Akins guy need a background check for?
He's thinking about using Pua in the ad campaign for one of his products. He wants to make sure there aren't any skeletons in either of the Mapu's closets before he makes her an offer.
Since she teaches surfing for her dad, we signed up for one of his immersion excursions so we could get to know her and make sure she's as squeaky clean as she seems.
Akins figured someone who was closer to her own age could find out a lot more than some private investigator.
So you were basically hired to vacation in Hawaii and learn how to surf. Is that what you're saying?
Don't worry. As soon as the opportunity presents itself, we'll be doing some hardcore snooping, too.
Yeah, Akins wants us to make sure Mapu's business is also squeaky clean. But the guy never leaves his office, which so far has made rummaging through his paperwork impossible.
So you're doing field work for an entomologist?
Yep, just me and Dr. Kim and a couple thousand of her closest insect-type friends, out there in the jungle.
Well, watch out for Kane Okala.
Aw, Joe.
Watch out for who?
Kane Okala. That's Hawaiian for rough-skinned man.
He's this legendary guy who got half burned up in a volcano a millennium or two ago, and now whenever something really bad happens on the island, people start saying they've seen him in the jungle. He doesn't like people messing with his island, see? So he goes on these rampages. Apparently, his temper is as nasty as his complexion.
And there have been a lot of sightings lately, probably because of the pineapples.
What's wrong with the pineapples?
The pineapples have been growing so poorly on this part of the island that people say there may not even be a local crop this year. But nobody can say why. Although I'm willing to bet this Kane Okala guy could.
Joe...
If he really existed, which of course he does not. Happy, Frank?
Well, I better get going. Good luck, you guys. I have my cell phone, so keep in touch.
You too. In fact, if there's anything you need out there,
Food, toiletries, monster repellent.
call us anytime, okay?
Okay, bye.
Bye.
See you, Nance.
Alrighty. So those are the Hardy Boys. It's always great to see the Hardy Boys, but oh my gosh. Why do they look like that? They looked perfectly fine in Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon, and now in this game, Joe just looks like the Hardy Boys' grandpa or something. That hair,
I
the
can't just
giant
keep walking down the beach.
forehead,
I need to pick up those car keys from Big Island Mike and go meet Dr. Kim.
I just don't know what went on with the Hardy Boys. Alrighty. Frank looked okay, kind of, I guess. Can we call them again?
You have reached.
Joe Hardy and/or Frank Hardy. Only we're not available.
At the tone, please leave a message.
Hi, guys. It's Nancy. I'll just call you back later. Bye.
Yeah, nope. It's totally crazy. Frank and Joe look like that in this game. Alrighty, well, don't worry. Nancy is going to be spending her days inside the jungle,
I can't
hanging
leave
out
this
with the
place
bug
until I get the
doctor.
keys to that car Dr. Kim left with Big Island Mike.
And now she's just bothering me about the car, so fine, I'll get your keys from the Big Island Mike ponytail guy.
Just off the bus, huh? If you're looking for a real deal Hawaiian vacation, you got off at the right spot.
What's a real deal Hawaiian vacation?
You sign up with Big Island Mike, you'll live like a real Hawaiian. Work like they work, play like they play. No tourist stuff. From me, you get authentic.
Well, that sounds good, but
See, I'm like a tailor. Only I don't make clothes, I make vacations. Real, honest-to-goodness Hawaiian vacations. Custom-made to fit just you and you alone. You like the beach? I'll get you to the beach, but I'll also keep you busy. Busy doing things real Hawaiians have done for 1,000 years. And you'll have a good time doing it, I'll make sure. In fact, I've got a couple of guys staying here about your age. They're from the mainland, too. I got those boys surfing, shelling, fishing, snorkeling, everything. You sign up, you'll do everything, too. Maybe even at the same time as them, huh?
No thanks, I don't want to hang around Joe. He kind of scares me.
sounds interesting. But I'm just here to pick up some car keys. My name's Nancy Drew.
Oh, you're the wahine who's gonna be working up there in the rainforest with Dr. Kim studying bugs. You're gonna have to pick them up and put them in jars and stuff.
Totally.
Well, I hope so. I think bugs are really interesting.
Better to be working for Dr. Kim than up at the Hili Hili. That doctor there, he makes people mess with stuff way worse than bugs.
What kind of stuff is he doing?
Nobody knows. Big mystery. People who work at Hili Hili, they never stay long. And when they leave, they don't talk.
Right. Could you just give me my key and let me go?
Be that as it may, I'm supposed to get a key from you?
Dr. Kim arranged for you to use one of my rigs. Got the key right here, but you know what? I'm not gonna give it to you.
I don't think Dr. Kim's gonna like that.
A Big Island Mike immersion excursion beats chasing bugs around the jungle any day. And to prove it, I'm not gonna give you the key until you go to the beach, collect some shells, and make a necklace for me. You can put the shells you find in here. Make me an Aloha Necklace. There's a picture of it over at the necklace making table.
It's kind of crazy. He's like, hey, I want you to quit your job and take my vacation, so I'm gonna force you to do it.
But I really think I should go meet Dr. Kim like I'm supposed to.
You make the necklace, I give you the key. Only you know what? You're not gonna want it anymore. You're gonna walk on the beach, look for shells, sit and string them. You're gonna get so relaxed, you're gonna come back in here and say, you were right, Big Island Mike. Forget the bug doctor. Sign me up. You'll see.
Yeah, so he's just gonna waste our time. Okay, thanks, Mike. I'll make a necklace for you. That's what we have to do. We have to make a necklace. We've got to grab necklace shells on the beach. Where the Hardy Boys were. Where are the Hardy Boys now? What happened to them? Just ran away or something? Alright, I think the game is nice and gives us all those shells. Look at all these shells. I found 6 shells. Okay, that did not feel like I got 13 shells. I feel like that was more than like 4 shells. I picked up 4 shells. I did not pick up 13. Anyway,
Big Island Mike told me to make an Aloha necklace. Ah, here we go. So what shells do I need?
Aloha Joe, aloha Frank, my name is Nancy Drew. This is kind of fun, making a necklace and stuff like that. Am I doing it right? I hope I am.
They're beautiful.
Woohoo!
I'll just give this to Mr. Mapu and be on my way.
Yeah. Real Hawaiians make this guy free necklaces. That's what real Hawaiians do. Not like those fake Hawaiians who make necklaces for themselves. No. They make necklaces for this big guy.
You finished the necklace.
It's right there, and it's gorgeous if I do say so myself. In fact, I'd kind of like to keep it.
Sorry. My idea, my necklace.
Wah!
But the ring key is yours.
Thank you. Hey!
One more thing. Kane Okala.
So that's what I really hate. He's like, he forces me to make him a necklace, and then he keeps the necklace so he can sell it for money. It's like, excuse me, sir, I deserve to be compensated for my forced labor.
Mr. Mapu, I already heard about him. I really need to get going.
It's the people at Hili Hili. They're doing something that Kane Okala doesn't like. That's why he's back. The people that say he's just a legend, don't believe them.
I need that key, Mr. Mapu.
Hope I don't regret this. The rig's out front. Got a GPS system and everything. The location of Dr. Kim's camp's already programmed in.
When he stole that key, I was afraid he was going to make me, like, go fishing or collect more seashells for necklaces. I don't like this necklace guy, dude.
I heard that something weird seems to be going on with the pineapple crop this year. What have you heard about it?
It's the Hili Hili. Whatever they're doing up there, it's gonna end up ruining the pineapple fields. The newspapers know the truth. They're just too afraid of the Hili Hili lawyers to write the truth.
Well, it was nice meeting you.
Mahalo.
Alrighty. Okay, so that's it for, Big Island
Looks like
Mike
you need
for
some kind
now.
of special money for this. I barely have any real money.
Yep, no real money at all.
Want something else?
Well, it was nice meeting you.
Mahalo.
It wasn't that nice meeting him. Alright, Nancy gets to run away, or should I say drive away, in her amazing Jeep. We can go to the Hili Hili, or Camp Quigley. What we're supposed to do is go to Camp Quigley. And here's a bridge. Oh, I jinxed it. Well, that was a bridge. It's kind of silly, they just show a bridge completely out of context. I'm like, okay, what was that? What happened? Ah!
Stuck in a ditch. Great. Well, hopefully Dr. Kim will be able to help me get it out. Uh-oh. Sounds like I missed a call.
You have reached
Nancy Drew.
who is currently unavailable. At the tone, please leave a message.
Hi, Nance, it's Joe. Listen, Big Island Mike heard on the radio that the bridge on the road leading to that bug lady's camp just washed out. So I hope you get this message before you get to her place, because if you've already crossed the bridge, it sounds like you won't be able to get back into town for a couple of days. In any case, be careful, and again, if there's anything Frank or I can do, just holler. Take care.
So, on top of being stuck in a ditch, I'm stranded in the jungle. Well, at least I'm not alone. I mean, I won't be when I find Dr. Kim. Oh my gosh, this place is a mess. What happened? And where's Dr. Kim?
Yeah, I'm stuck in the jungle, stuck in a ditch. This is terrible. My life is sad.
A winch.
What I need to do is fix it with the winch. Why do they even have this winch right here? This, whatever. I think it might be for this thing. That's like a power thing. It'll be a puzzle later on.
A tape recorder. There's a tape in it. Looks like it needs to be rewound.
All right, here's the tape. Okay, let's listen to some tapiness. I don't know. Can I call the Hardy Boys yet?
Hello?
Hi, Ned. Sorry I hung up on you like that before. Believe it or not, that was the Hardy Boys I saw. They're here too.
No kidding. Doing what?
I like how when the option is, I probably shouldn't say because they're technically going undercover, but yeah, I'll spoil their cover. Ned is trustworthy.
They're on assignment. They're doing a background check on this local surfer girl.
Somebody hired them to check out a surfer?
And her father, yeah.
They're getting paid to check out a Hawaiian surfer girl while you're camping in the jungle chasing insects for free.
Yeah.
Nancy, in case you're wondering what that thing you're holding is, it's the short end of the stick.
Very funny.
So what's going on?
How would you feel about giving me a hint or two?
I think that could be arranged.
Any idea how I can get my rig out of the ditch it's stuck in?
Look around for something you can use to pull it out, like a winch with a cable you can attach to the hitch on the front of the rig. Of course, you'll need a hook or something to attach the cable to the hitch with, so keep your eyes open for that, too.
Excellent. You're the best.
And don't you forget it.
Bye, Ned.
Bye, Ned. Wow, Ned just magically knows what's happening with this situation. Thank you so much, Ned.
Dr. Kim, are you here? Hello? Anybody here? Dr. Kim? She's gone. Ugh, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oakley dokley.
Wonder what this thing does.
Let's see. Can I look at any of this other stuff? I know that this place is like trashed. This is broken.
The radio doesn't have any power.
No!
Nancy, welcome. Use this radio to call me at this frequency, 18.305, QK.
Alrighty, so this is going to be a puzzle.
Interesting lock.
The solution to the puzzle is on the tape.
I'm Dr. Quigley Kim, and this is an oral record of my activities on the Big Island, beginning with today, March 11th. Hopefully, I'll remember to use this thing every day, but I much prefer writing things down. And frankly, I don't care much for hearing myself on tape. Makes me sound very nasal for some strange reason. Of course, this whole recording thing was my father's idea. I mean, just because he always kept an oral journal when he was in the field, he automatically assumed I'd want to, too. So he practically forced me to... There I go again. Well, at least with this thing, when I start digressing, I can just push this button and... Already, I'm forgetting to use this thing. Okay, now it's March 15th. My camp's all set up and my equipment's all ready to go. So tomorrow, I'm gonna start rigging frass traps. I probably should have started doing that today, but I spent the whole morning observing a colony of feral bees. Man, I hope somebody answers the ad my mentor placed in that newsletter. If she could get me an assistant, I could spend the whole day observing whatever insect I want. Oh, would that be cool or what? March 19th. This has never happened to me before, ever. But when I was out checking traps in the jungle today, I got the weirdest feeling that I was being watched. I mean, it was broad daylight, and I didn't see anybody or hear anything, but I just suddenly got this creepy feeling that I wasn't alone. Then, after about 3 minutes, it went away. It was just weird.
Weird.
It's March 24th. For the past 2 days now, I've heard this very odd humming sound coming from way deep in the jungle. Okay, to be honest, it sounds more like whispering. 1 minute it's there, next minute it's gone. And I have no idea what's causing it. I don't even have a theory as to what's causing it. I hate that.
We are going to hear that weird whispering sound. I don't think it's that scary, but you can make up your own mind. And here's the actual thing we have to listen to. This is the one that's for the puzzle.
It's March 28th. Great news. Actually, lots of great news. I just got done with my initial Frass jar content analysis, and it looks like something really strange is going on with the Norsa beta odorata larvae around here. Once I run these numbers through my formula machine, which I'm retrieving from my trunk even as I speak, once I run these numbers, I'll know for sure. And I'm getting an assistant. Somebody named Nancy Drew has agreed to fly out here for a couple of weeks and work for me, which means I'm on the verge of fame, fortune, and free labor. Woohoo! Is life good or what?
Oh. She's cheering because she can make me do all of her work for her. That is not the sign of a good boss. And that's kind of scary there. Where's my coffee?
The tape ran out. What was that? I sure hope Dr. Kim is okay.
I think it was the creature of Kapu Cave just hoping to get coffee. Yeah, so Dr. Kim is sort of like Big Island Mike, really loves free labor out of Nancy, just forcing her to do everything. Alright, so we need to duplicate the sounds, which are these. Great, and we have a hook right here, but first, we have a book.
Malachi Herbert Craven.
Doctorate in horticulture from Cornell, specialized in chemically induced plant mutations. Reputed IQ of 182. High school yearbook called him least likely to ever play well with others. Maintains a blog at IamAGenius.tech. On faculty at Iowa College for 2 years, his colleagues detested him. Born in Sharpton County, Ohio, August 13th, 1943. Involved in private research at Worldwide Agrochem, Moby Tech Vivichem. Called solar power the only hope for the Earth's future. Won't work anywhere that isn't at least 50% solar powered. Works at Healy Research Center. Current employer unknown. 2003. Thrown out of the World Conference on Biotechnologies in Geneva for calling his girlfriend in the middle of a presentation. Calling his co-presenters hopelessly deluded morons. Wrote an article, How Peer Jealousy is Destroying Research Science. For December 2005 issue, Journal of Health and Horticulture.
Area code 312. Chicago, maybe?
And yes, we got that.
Okay, what else do we have in this trunk? A security pass for the Healy Research Center. Maybe someone there knows where Dr. Kim is.
And we have the hook winch, so that's good. So we're gonna use the hook thingy here, as promised.
There, it's out of the ditch.
Woohoo! So now I can drive the car around, but I won't be able to go back home, unfortunately. Because the bridge, I don't see the bridge. I don't know where the bridge would be on the map, but the bridge is out, so I'm stuck here in the jungle. Awesome. So let me call the Hardy Boys.
Hello?
Hi, Joe. It's Nancy.
Hey, Nancy, what's going on?
Well, after I finally got Big Island Mike to give me the keys to the car Dr. Kim had arranged for me, I started driving.
And I mean,
So
finally.
not only did someone tear up her camp, but she's missing? Whoa.
So what have you been doing?
Frank's out trying to surf, and I'm still waiting for a chance to do some snooping around Big Island Mike's desk. Are you going to be able to get back here with the bridge washed out like that?
No, but I'll be okay. That bridge is the least of my worries.
Well, hey, if I can do anything for you, you just let me know.
I will. Thanks. Talk to you later.
Well, it is important to play as Joe. Ooh, Joe. Woo! Dancing. You can meet some of the characters here. Check it out.
Hey, Joe. Ready for another lesson?
Thought I'd give you a chance to catch a few without me.
I was out there at dawn, and I'll be back out there at dusk. I'll get my rides in, don't worry.
Must get pretty boring having to teach newbies like us day in and day out, huh?
No, it's fun. I like turning people on to surfing, especially guys. You're doing great. So's your brother. In fact, he hasn't come off his board once. Of course, that might change when he actually stands up on it.
Frank hasn't stood up yet?
Oops, I probably shouldn't have said that. Look, how about we change the subject?
How come I've never heard you say anything about your mom?
She died when I was 10.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Wow, that must have been tough.
It was pretty awful at the time, but Dad wanted to keep me busy, so he taught me how to surf, something my mom was always dead set against. He also quit working for the pineapple company and went into business for himself. She wouldn't have liked that either. So everything kind of turned out for the best.
What do you think about all this Kane Okala stuff?
I'd rather not say. You'd laugh.
Well, can you blame me?
Look, first the Healy Healy Center closes its doors to visitors and gets real secretive about what it's doing up there. Then something goes wrong with the pineapple crop. Coincidence? I don't think so. I mean, Kane Okala has shown up before when somebody endangered the islands. Why shouldn't I believe that he's back?
You know, he should be able to tell people that Dr. Kim is missing and her camp is trashed. Why can't Joe tell people about that? They need to send help to the jungle, but instead he just kind of ignores it. He's like, Nancy will be fine. She's in a jungle without any food or water. She's good, right?
He showed up before? When?
My dad said that after the attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941, people saw Kane Okala all over the place, including my grandfather. You gonna call my grandfather a liar?
I'm saying that sometimes people, especially superstitious people, sometimes they see what they want to see.
Well, I'm not the least bit superstitious, and I swear to you, I have seen Kane Okala. Now, Amscray, I gotta work.
All right. Yeah, it would be cool if we got to surf at some point, but we do not surf in this game. That's sad. That'd be a fun challenge. Oh well.
Hey, what's up?
How long have you been in this business?
5 years, give or take. Pua's idea. She saw this whole extreme vacation thing coming. I thought she was popule, but turns out she was right. We've been making money since day one. My daughter is one smart wahine.
You sure keep her busy.
Keeping her busy keeps her out of trouble. Surfing keeps her out of trouble, too. She's head over heels in love with it. And look at her. She's a champ. Future's as bright as they come.
Come on, Mr. Mapu. Nobody's perfect. She must have some bad habits.
With Pua, what you see is what you get. Just wants to surf. And be the best in the world while she's at it.
Think you could explain this try it and trade it system of yours again?
Real simple. Over at the necklace making table, there's pictures of the different necklaces you can make out of shells, okay? You collect shells, you make something, you turn it in, you get whatever the picture says it's worth in Big Island bucks. You get enough Big Island bucks, you can buy some fishing gear and bait. You go fishing, you catch something, you turn it in, you get paid what it's worth. The better the bait you buy, the bigger the fish you catch, and the more Big Island bucks you get. The more Big Island bucks you get, the more stuff you can do in here. You see, a never-ending circle of fun. Everybody wins.
As I said earlier, he basically wants us to make him necklaces and fish for free so he can turn around and sell them.
Especially you, right? Since you get to keep everything we trade in?
Hey, the more money I bring in, the less I gotta charge customers like you. You can put the shells you find in here. Whenever you're ready to turn something in, necklace, fish, whatever, go see Pua, not me. She's in charge of doling out the Big Island bucks.
You're always in here working. Don't you ever get out and enjoy paradise yourself?
Well, if somebody'd catch me 6 ulua, I'd have an excuse to drive 'em into the market in Hilo, and on the way back, do a little body surfing at this great little beach I know.
I'm game. What are ulua?
Big shorefish, real good eating. Just so happens I got their favorite food right here.
Well, get ready to take a little time off, big guy, because I am on it.
It did sort of sound like Big Island Mike was trying to set Joe up with Pua. Ah!
Earthquake!
It's like, oh, she's a great kid, good looking, bright future, super smart. It's like, okay, I get it. I'm not going to go out with her. Please.
Hey, what's going on?
Did you feel that earthquake just now?
You feel the earthquake?
Yeah, wasn't that great?
Sure, it was a blast, if you don't count the sheer terror part.
I love earthquakes. It's like standing up on a big, huge roller coaster.
You're not concerned about the damage they do?
What good does being concerned do? Look, until somebody figures out a way to stop earthquakes, they're gonna happen. So I say, why not enjoy them?
I mean, you're super concerned about Kaneokala, and now you're getting mad at me for being concerned about something? Okay, whatever.
Are Frank and I your only pupils right now?
Pretty much. You guys are the only excursions Dad's got going this week. I coach some local kids, but they've got finals.
Ever wish your dad had chosen some other way to make a living?
Heck no. I mean, we don't live in a mansion or anything, but we got food, we got clothes. Dad gets to show off his island, and I get to surf. Far as I'm concerned, we got everything we need.
What else do you like to do besides surf?
Nothing.
Aw, come on. You like to ride motorcycles, go to wild parties, pig out on shave ice? Tell me.
I surf till it gets too dark, I come home, I eat, I go to bed, I get up, I surf till I gotta start teaching, I help my dad. That's it. That's my life.
Think that'll change when you win the championship?
You bet it will. My dad told me if I win, he'll hire somebody to take my place here, which means I'll finally be able to surf all day. See, what you don't seem to understand is I get all the kicks I'll ever need out there on my board.
I'll stop bugging you for now.
Book 'em, Dano.
So what championship was Joe talking about? I don't know. Apparently there's a surfing championship going on somewhere. I just missed when they first mentioned that. And Joe is pretty unsubtle about trying to get gossip about the Mapus. He's like, hey, I'm not like secretly a detective investigating you, so please, you can trust me. Just tell me about any secret illegal deals you're up to. And here we got Zippy Worm Bait, where the zippiest worms are the zippiest. Yeah, we get to go fishing for a while.
One ulua down, 5 to go.
Oh yeah, they totally could have had some Hawaiian pizza in this game. That would have been amazing. Like a pizza making challenge? Would have been a good way to like actually have pineapples in this game, because pineapples are kind of relevant to the storyline. Kind of. We don't actually get a chance to see them. We were told Big Island Mike worked at a pineapple place. So he's a pineapple expert, I guess. There's problems with the pineapple crop. I don't know, maybe we were supposed to like visit a pineapple place at some point in the game. Maybe that was the plan, for us to investigate those pineapples.
Come to Papa.
But instead, we are fishing. We are fishing very slowly. Yes, and the only fun activities here are fishing and making necklaces. Those are the only two things we can do here.
Oh yeah.
I'll be honest, doesn't sound like my idea of a great vacation.
Come to Papa.
Fishing, 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 fishing. Okay. There's really no way to control it. You just have to fish and hope to get lucky. Oh yeah, grilled pineapple. I know people who just love grilled pineapple. Don't like pineapple any other way. There's just something about grilled pineapple which is extra delicious. Man, I am not getting these fish. All right, we got a fourth one. Someone in the live stream chat pointed out there are shave ices here. Yes, we can make a shave ice. I suppose that's a third thing we can do here at the immersion excursion. To be fair, there are swimming lessons. We just never get to do the swimming. So that's not fun. Oh, come on, we've gotta get those fish. Yeah, back in the day, a lot of Nancy Drew fans used to dump on this game and say it was terrible. It's not the worst. There are other games in the series which I definitely say are not as good as this one. But if I had to compare it to like the 5, 6, 7 games that came before it, it would be at the bottom of the list, really.
Lua number 6. That ought to do it.
Just sad. The Hardy Boys are cool. Wish we could have had cool stuff with the Hardy Boys. All right, we need to give the fish to you.
Hey, what's going on?
No.
Catch you later.
Cool beans.
Cool beans. Oh yeah, let's pick up some seashells here while we're here. There's one. There's another and another. All right, I'm so good at this seashell stuff. There's only like 4 places to look for seashells. I showed them off earlier. All right, so that time, where are my seashells? That time I picked up 5 seashells, not 11, 13. I only get a few seashells. I don't think the game will let me open this early, but the password for this is Honi Awa. Let's just open it early and see what happens. Game won't let you open it early. Sad. Tragic. Here's your shave ice.
Uh-oh, I don't have any money. Oh well.
Ah.
Uh-oh, I don't have any...
But I wanted a shave ice.
Joe, what are you doing here? You should be out there surfing. Pua says you're a natural.
It was Frank's turn to monopolize her time.
So, how'd you like that earthquake?
No big deal.
Got my heart going, that's for sure. Pele must be mad about something.
Pele?
Hawaiian goddess of fire. Her home is in Kilauea Volcano. When she's mad, she makes the ground shake. When she's really mad, she sends lava down the mountain to gobble up her enemies.
You mean you've got Kane Okala and Pele running around wreaking havoc out there?
Compared to Pele, Kane Okala is a noisy little fly. He's nothing. But enough about Pele. Go! Get outside! You're in paradise! Enjoy!
Those fish you wanted me to catch? Well, here they are. What do you think?
Hey, you did it! Wasn't sure you were ready for him, but looks like I'm gonna have to stock the store with Ulua bait from now on. Tell Pua as soon as I'm done here, I'm driving up to Hilo. Last I saw, she was still trying to teach Frank how to surf. Your brother's a slow learner, huh?
Welcome to my world, Mr. Mapu. Have a nice drive.
Yeah, I don't know, it feels like maybe, I don't know, if they had like an extra year to work on this game, it would be alright. I think they could make it into a really good game. So here's more about the pineapple crop. They're just dying, and everybody's mystified. And there was an alarm, a break-in at Healy Healy. Oh my, well that's scary.
Want something else?
Well, hang in there.
Have fun.
You can kind of see Big Island Mike's ponytail over there. He does have a ponytail, yes. Does Joe get any money for all those fish he caught, or no?
Ah, alone at last.
Woohoo!
What I need is a key.
Yeah, I think the key is
March
here.
5th. Delivery from JK exclamation point exclamation point. Wonder who or what JK is.
Don't know. Not sure. Can we read the stuff on his desk? Seriously, Joe, you're a terrible snoop.
That's not going to unlock this door.
So what do we have here?
Great map. No wonder Mike knows so much about this island.
It's a map. That's all. Really, that's all? That's all you're gonna find, Joe? Is a map? Alright, so that's about it for Joe. Oh, we could call Richard Akins. Let's do that, might as well.
Richard Akins is unavailable. Please leave a message.
Hi, Mr. Akins. It's Joe Hardy. Nothing important, just checking in. Talk to you later.
Oh well. Back to Nancy.
Hello?
Hey, Nance, what's going on?
Why don't you tell me?
All right, I will. Let's see. The last time we talked, I was about to...
And then I thought I'd call you, and here we are. Has Dr. Kim shown up yet?
Nope. I'm thinking I might drive over to that Healy Healy place Big Island Mike mentioned and see if anyone there knows where she is.
Well, good luck. Let me know what happens. State your business, please.
Hi, listen, I found this pass and I wondered if...
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to put your hands up.
Put my hands up?
Put your hands up in the air. Now wave them around like you just don't care. Hey, where'd the game go? I can't believe it! This game totally crashed on me, and I was forced to restart the entire game from the beginning again. What a pain! And I was just saying all these nice things about this game, like, oh, it's kind of fun, it's not so bad. It has some decent puzzles, like opening Quigley's trunk, that was a decent puzzle. And then the game just crashes on me. And you know what? Forget you, game. A, B, C, D, E, forget you. Yeah, now it's my least favorite game again. Meh, I don't like you anymore, Kapu.
State your business, please.
Hi, listen, I found this pass and I wondered if...
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to put your hands up.
Put my hands up?
Who are you? Where did you get that pass?
Ah! It's this angry guy.
Which question would you like me to answer first?
That pass was not issued to you. Now where did you get it?
I think maybe I'd like to answer the other question.
All right then, who are you?
My name is Nancy Drew. I'm Dr. Kim's temporary research assistant. Today's my first day. Are you...
I'm Malachi Craven, of course. I'm the head of this facility. Now explain yourself.
I have that pass because when I arrived, Dr. Kim's base camp was all torn up and I couldn't find her anywhere. So I went searching through her stuff for something that might tell me where she is. I thought that since she had that pass, someone here could tell me where she is.
Well, you thought wrong. And for your information, that pass was reported missing. She probably stole it weeks ago.
You think Dr. Kim stole it?
Oh, use your brain! This is a private research facility with highly restricted access. Of course she stole it.
All right, that's enough.
Excuse me?
You're jumping all over me when the only thing I did to you is tell you the truth. I know who you are, Dr. Craven. I know you're an incredibly gifted scientist whose work has never been fully appreciated. In fact, as an amateur horticulturist, I would give anything to know what you're doing with the plants in here. But being a genius does not give you the right to be rude.
Oh, I'm sorry, young lady. Everything you just said is quite correct. The genius part rings particularly true. How do you know about me?
I like how Nancy is just such a brown noser here. She's like, oh, you're so smart and handsome, and your goatee is not that ugly. Yeah, you're great, Dr. Craven.
Internet, mostly. Your blog is awesome.
That's true, too. If you're interested in horticulture, why are you assisting an entomologist?
She's the friend of a friend of a friend, that sort of thing. And when I heard there was a free round-trip ticket to Hawaii involved...
Smart girl.
Okay, so Dr. Craven, he's just an angry guy. He's Dr. Craven, like Stark Craven mad. That's this guy. But he will help us get the the solar cells.
I'm in desperate need of some photovoltaic cells so I can repair a solar panel back at camp. And I know you're a big proponent of solar energy, so could you by any chance spare me, say, 9 cells?
Tell you what, I'll give you all the cells you need after you harvest at least a dozen seeds from those plants down there. They represent an extremely promising cultivar that I've hybridized. Unfortunately, I've developed some kind of allergy to them, so that just being in the same room with them has me scratching like a dog at a flea circus. My getting seeds from them is out of the question. But since you're here, you can do it. Just pick a few pods, pop them open, and put only viable seeds into the container. To know what I mean by viable, just read the notes that I left down there.
Yes, his blog is probably terrible. It's probably just him ranting about how much he hates people. Like, yeah, he could be a political YouTuber. It's like an hour-long video of me yelling about how much I hate my opponents. Those idiots, nincompoops.
No problem.
Good. Bring me 12 viable seeds, and those cells are yours.
Great, so now we're going to get some seeds for him. Alright, I do like the way this lab looks. Like, oh, come on, I love the lava lamp thing here. Whoa, I wish we could get a close-up of it. I want a close-up of my lava lamps. Oh well. So, I mean, this puzzle isn't so bad. Viable seeds are brown and have a white splotch. Well, there are 2 right there. Let's do a game over just on purpose. Is it a game over? I want to see him yell at Nancy. Just because this guy's been yelling all the time.
There, 12 viable seeds, I hope.
I imagine he's just going to be yelling now.
Finished?
Like I said, no problem.
No, 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 you do not have 12 viable seeds in here. Now go back and do it right.
Well, that is nowhere near as angry as I thought it would be. I thought he would be, like, screaming and shouting, but he's totally just fine. Alrighty. Yeah, he did not yell as much as I thought he would. Okay, let's get to 12 viable seeds. This is just sort of random. You just have to pick seeds, and eventually you'll get some. I'm told it doesn't matter where you click. Wow, I am having no luck. Ah, there we go. 3 in 1.
There, 12 viable seeds, I hope.
Yeah, I thought it would be a game over sequence where he kicked us out, but no, he's just like, no, just go downstairs, try again, okay? Fine.
Can't check that out now.
I want to steal this.
I'd love to see what's in that pocket. But if Dr. Craven caught me snooping in his things... Whew.
Yeah, I mean, he should be wearing that lab coat instead of a sweater. We're inside a greenhouse. It's Hawaii. He must be extremely hot. Maybe that's why he's very angry. It's just like, ugh, it's too hot in here, and he's taking out his frustration on everyone else.
Finished?
Like I said, no problem.
Very good. These will do just fine. And so, as I promised, instruct Olson to put a box of A3 photovoltaic cells into Miss Drew's vehicle as soon as possible.
Right away, Dr. Craven.
Unfortunately, even after I've destroyed those little green devils, I'm told it'll be some time before this itching stops.
I've heard that bathing in oatmeal and baking soda helps relieve itching.
I was prescribed an antihistamine, but I'm afraid taking it will make me too sleepy to get any work done.
Have you ever met Dr. Kim?
Possibly. I don't honestly remember. From what I've read about her research, I have no real desire to meet her, quite frankly.
Ouch.
Any chance you could give me a tour of this place?
None whatsoever. This is a private facility. I'm under no obligation to put my work on display or explain what I'm doing to anyone, except my employer, of course.
And that is...
Who's that?
He'd rather I not say. Look here, Nancy. You're obviously familiar with me and my previous accomplishments, so I know how exciting all this must be for you, but I'm simply not at liberty to discuss my current project, though it is truly spectacular. Sorry.
Meh.
Guess I better go look for Dr. Kim.
By all means, farewell.
This guy is like, oh, I know it's amazing to see me, and I'm fantastic, and I'm working on the best project ever, but I can't tell you. Bye. What a meanie guy. Alrighty, back to Camp Quigley. Yeah, maybe the sweater is what's making him so itchy. Yeah, that would explain it.
Where these new cells go must have something to do with the numbers on them. But what?
Oh, this puzzle is not good. This puzzle is just... I don't know what the rules of this puzzle are. Everybody thinks it's like Sudoku, but it's not. It's not Sudoku. I think it's... Yeah, I don't... Like, I can't put the 5 anywhere where it would... I mean, that would give us 2 5s in one row. Except maybe here? I don't know. Let's pretend 5 goes there. But no, here we've got 2 2s in the same column, so that it can't be operating by Sudoku rules. Maybe it's like all the numbers add up to the same thing. Okay, so this is 14. 1 plus 6 plus 7 is 14. 9 plus 2 plus 4 is 13. Well, there goes that theory. And this is 16. So I don't... Yeah. I mean... Somebody's saying the puzzle solution might be make every square 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That can't be it, because we've got multiple columns. Like, you want to mess around with the columns as well. Whatever. Let's just start throwing numbers on the board. Hope to find it. This puzzle needs some instructions. That's what it needs. Okay. So it's not an 8 that goes there. It's not a 7 that goes there. It's not a 4. 2. It's a 2 that goes there. Right. Okay, you can tell because the green light went on. Okay, that green light went on. 7. 4. Now I've got 2 4s in the same column.
There, it's working.
Whatever. You know, I've had enough. I don't care about this puzzle. It's not good enough to be worth my time. All right, let's get this winch up. Yeah. Someone in the chat's like, I'm working on an amazing project, but I can't tell you what it is. Also, I have a girlfriend, but you wouldn't know her. She goes to a different school. Yeah. Oh man, she's gorgeous. I wish you could see her, but no, you can't. Sorry, she's busy with other stuff.
Power. That helps.
Yeah, it is a weird engineered panel. Okay, so 18305. This is an okay puzzle. No, it's not. Come on. Here we go. It just feels like there would be a lot, like, easier ways to do this puzzle than this particular interface. Okay, 18305. Let's go for it.
This is Nancy Drew calling Dr. Quigley Kim. Dr. Kim, are you there?
Miss Quigley, Kim. Nancy, that you?
Yes, I've been worried about you.
I'm in a hurry to meet you too.
I've been worried about you. Your camp is a mess. Someone ransacked it.
Well, as you are unpacked, right out here.
Where exactly are you?
You can find me at Green Rock. The exact location is north 4 hours by west 5 degrees 1 minute.
Could you please repeat that?
Oh, and be sure to bring my...
Dr. Kim, I can barely hear you. Could you repeat those coordinates, please?
I rarely get you is over now.
No, wait, I still don't know where you are. Dr. Kim! Nancy Drew calling Dr. Quigley Kim. Come in, please. Oh, great. All I heard was Green Trigger Rock or something. How am I supposed to figure out where that is?
Yeah, I mean, that's just annoying. Dr. Kim has bad personality, bad people skills if she thinks that's okay.
Hello? Nancy Drew.
Dr. Kim is just never going to respond again, which gives Nancy a puzzle. Let's call Frank and Joe. Would it have killed Quigley
Hi, Joe.
to
It's
leave a
Nancy.
note?
Hey, Nancy, how's it going?
I guess
Well-
it might have
Whoa.
killed her to
So what
leave
did
a
Dr.
note.
Kim say when you told her somebody or something had torn up her camp?
Frankly, I'm not sure she heard me. The radio connection we had was really bad. In fact, she rattled off the coordinates of where she is now so I could plug them into my GPS, but all I heard was north 19 degrees 20-something. I think she said she was at Green Trigger Rock, but I could be wrong about that, too. I don't suppose you'd happen to have a map of the island, would you?
Actually, I know where there's a great map of the island. I'll go back and take a look at it. Green Trigger Rock, huh?
That's it. If you find out anything, give me a call.
Will do. Are you going to be able to get back here with the bridge washed out like that?
No, but I'll be okay. That bridge is the least of my worries. I'll talk to you later, okay?
Bye.
And definitely Nancy must have contacted Dr. Kim at some point to get this job. Did they not actually talk on the phone or anything? Guess not.
That's not going to unlock this door.
Did you lock the door behind you, Joe? That's weird. Anyway.
So, if I were Green Trigger Rock, where would I be? Wait a minute. Three Finger Rock. That's what that bug doctor must have said. Three Finger Rock. I'd better call Nancy with these coordinates.
You have reached
Nancy Drew.
who is currently unavailable. At the tone, please leave a message.
Hey, Nance, good news. I figured out that Dr. Kim isn't at Green Trigger Rock. She's at Three Finger Rock. The coordinates are north 19 degrees, 24 hours, 42 minutes, by west 155 degrees, 9 hours, 1 minute. Gosh, I'm good. Hey! Ugh.
Clobbered! Ow!
Hey, Nance, good news. I figured out that Dr. Kim isn't at Green Trigger Rock. She's at Three Finger Rock. The coordinates are north 19 degrees, 24 hours, 42 minutes, by west 155 degrees, 9 hours, 1 minute. Gosh, I'm good.
Thank you, Joe.
Why did Nancy hang up her phone? Like, I mean, why didn't Nancy answer the phone when Joe called? Seriously, bro. She should have answered it immediately. What else was she doing? Have to wait for that to appear. So it's North 1924. 1924. 42155. 42155. 91. Yay! We found Three Finger Rock. Maybe Nancy was just taking a nap. Anyway, remember Dr. Kim left that message about the mysterious whispering noises in the jungle. I think we're gonna hear them now.
What is that sound?
So is that truly frightening and terrifying? I don't know. Yeah, poor Joe. All he needs to do is get an ice pack of shave ice, put it on his bruised forehead. He'll be fine. Oh yeah, and this is going to be a Frass puzzle, so let's just collect all the Frass while we're here. Yay! I mean, this is kind of a cool looking jungle. Like those things. They're cool. Yeah, but every time you want to visit Dr. Kim, you have to, like, take a minute to go through this forest. So I'm like, oh, couldn't we have had a stopping point a little bit closer to the good doctor? Oh, and this is why we have those winches. Apparently, Dr. Kim is a big fan of winches. What is she doing?
Hello? Are you Dr. Kim?
Yes, your timing couldn't be better. Nancy Drew, I presume?
You're Dr. Kim?
Please. Just call me Quigley. Hearing someone call me Dr. Kim makes me think of my father. He was a herpetologist. He collected snakes, whereas I, from a very young age, collected insects, a hobby which he wholeheartedly endorsed. Of course, this was because he was secretly feeding my insects to his snakes. And to this day, I hate snakes. There are no snakes in Hawaii, you know. No native species, at least. Nuts. If you're going to work for me, you cannot let this happen.
What? What happened?
In case you hadn't noticed, I'm totally off subject here. I have a very bad habit of digressing. So from here on out, it's your job to keep me on task and focused. Understood?
Okay.
Good. Now, I'm roped into this tree so I can observe a nest of parasitic wasps. I believe it's a nest of Pristomeris hawaiianus, but Hymenoptera aren't really my thing, so I could be wrong. As you know, I'm much more interested in Lepidoptera, the larva of which many wasps prey upon. Specifically, I'm studying Norsabeta odorata, which, interestingly enough, are carnivores themselves. Now, to my knowledge, the ichneumoniid wasps I'm observing do not parasitize the larva of the Norsabeta, although Nancy, I'm digressing here, am I not?
No, I mean, I thought you were on topic.
I know, but what you were saying was so interesting, I didn't have the heart to stop you.
Oh, well, point taken, but try not to let it happen again. So, let's get to work, shall we? Where's the clipboard?
What clipboard?
I told you to bring my clipboard when we talked on the radio.
I couldn't hear you. You kept cutting in and out.
I don't know, Nancy. You're getting off to a pretty shaky start here. The sooner you get my clipboard, the quicker we can get started.
Oh, shoot. I forgot to tell her that somebody trashed her camp.
Yeah, Quigley's just a terrible boss there. She's like, what, you didn't bring my clipboard? What do you mean you didn't hear me? You should have read my mind and brought it anyway. I have no use for you. I cannot possibly talk to you about anything until I get my clipboard, which I'm not even using for anything at the moment.
Yoo-hoo! Quigley! I'm not coming down until you get my clipboard.
Well, if you listen, you can hear me on the radio in that bright white noise. So now we go all the way back to Camp Quigley just for a clipboard. And this really kind of highlights what I was complaining about earlier. Let's see, where's that clipboard? Not here. Was it in her trunk? I don't know. Here.
Must be Dr. Kim's notes. Phew, looks like Greek to me.
What I was complaining about earlier is just how long it takes to get anywhere. Like this animation of the car, which we see like 20 times throughout the entire game. And it's like, well, it's a cool animation. It just, we see it 20 times throughout the entire game. And just going back to camp and grabbing one thing and going all the way back here. This is not like a fast chore. It's like 2-3 minutes. I don't know. Maybe I'm just complaining too much. Maybe I'm just a complainy pants. Or maybe Quigley should actually be a competent manager.
Quigley?
You've got my clipboard. Good. Let me have it. The first page is gone. Why'd you tear it off?
I didn't tear it off.
Then where is it?
I don't know.
Nancy, I asked you to get my clipboard. How could you screw up something as simple as that?
I didn't tear that page off. Whoever trashed your camp did.
Trash my camp? What are you talking about?
When I got there, your camp was a mess. It still is. It's like someone came in and just tore the place apart.
Oh.
And that is all she has to say on the matter. Oh.
I tried to tell you over the radio, but the transmission kept breaking up.
Well, life goes on. That missing page was critical, but fortunately, it was not irreplaceable. I'll just have to collect and analyze all the data again. Or should I say, you'll have to.
What kind of data?
You'll need to locate all my Frass jars and empty each one into a color-coded baggie. Each jar will have baggies hanging nearby. Then return to my base camp, sort the contents, record your counts, run them through my formula, and report back to me.
Could you maybe repeat that?
It's all on the clipboard. Just do exactly what my notes say and you'll be fine. Don't breathe a word of this to anyone, but I'm on the verge of making a huge discovery here, Nancy. Huge! If the figure you arrive at confirms the one I arrived at yesterday, we are talking major, big-time, worldwide fame. We'll be on Oprah, late-night talk shows. Somebody might even make a movie about this. In fact, I met this producer when I was in LA last year. Well, he hasn't produced anything yet, but he has this thing about butterflies, so as you can imagine, we hit it off.
Quigley!
What?
You're digressing?
Oh, right. Well, just get going. I'll give you the whole scoop after you do that analysis. Fame and fortune await! Woohoo!
It would be a lot easier just to look for the missing page. That would be so much easier. Alright. What we need to do is fill out this chart. Vegetation code. So we need to figure out what all the animals are. I mean, plants. So, like, purple is by that plant. You know what plant that is, right? Yeah, that's the planting plant. Okay, looks like it's 04. It's the koa. Of course.
Note
yes.
and identify proximate vegetation. Record code in analysis grid on clipboard. I'm going to have to identify the plants the traps are hanging next to? Yikes.
So the way you're supposed to do that is Big Island Mike's. It has a thing about plants in Hawaii. So we need to collect a sample from all of these things. Great. We've only got 4 of them, though. We need to find the other 2. The other 2 are at Kapu Cave, according to the clipboard. So let's go all the way back to the Jeep, which is amazing. I mean, the Jeep is clearly fantastic. Yay, thanks to the Hardy Boys. Well, more like one Hardy Boy. Oh, Nancy didn't leave the coordinates for Kapu Cave on her notes? Oh, man. Wow, Nancy. Failure. Kapu Cave. Okay, I guess I'll have to write this down because the game doesn't say. 19, 20, 30, 155, 05, 33. Okay. Let's go to Kapu Cave. Yeah, I do hope Nancy doesn't run out of gas, because she keeps traveling everywhere in the jungle. I have to think that it's not easy to drive in the jungle. Especially if there's, like, only one bridge. This is pretty distant jungle, right? There's only one way in and out of here. Pretty distant, pretty isolated. Going into the volcano. Well, there we go, everybody. Hope you enjoyed Kapu Cave. I mean, this is kind of like a volcano. It is kind of a cool location. We've got spider webs.
Look at all those webs. I wonder what made them, and why are there so many?
Maybe this is an abandoned area with lots of spiders, Nan. Ooh, I like this guy sticking his tongue out at me. That guy's got giant eyes. Ooh, is the tongue person... He has a bunch of toes. That seems like it would be a puzzle, just playing with the toes or something.
Wonder what the deal is with this guy. And what's with all the animals on his teeth? Putting that there doesn't help. Something else goes here.
What did Nancy think I was trying to put there?
Something else goes here.
Security guard, maybe? Alright, so that's Kapu Cave. Like, clearly those are spiders, right? Spiders have nests? And we have to go all the way back to Camp Quigley. Again, this is like a 2-second stop at Camp Quigley. We have to take 2 minutes to do this.
Oh no, the microscope lens is broken. How am I gonna do all that frass sorting stuff without a microscope? Maybe I should go see Dr. Craven again.
Someone says that this Jeep obviously runs off of Dr. Craven's anger. So we need to visit Dr. Craven and get an anger refill. Yes. And Dr. Craven will have a puzzle for us. I still have the card. Can't I just use it here?
All right, lady. Hold it right there.
Uh-oh.
Probably shouldn't have done that.
Somewhat to my surprise, I find that I actually don't mind talking to you. You see, I have a niece back in Philadelphia who's just about your age. Nice girl. Spunky. Insisted on majoring in English or sociology or some such drivel, but a very bright girl nonetheless. Unfortunately, her father, my brother, and I don't get along, so I don't get to see her anymore. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Well, I need a microscope.
I need a microscope lens to complete this job Dr. Kim gave me. Only hers is broken. Do you have one I could use?
Of course, but I'm not running a charity here. If you want it, you'll have to earn it. The plants down below need to be fertilized. Think you could handle that?
You bet.
Good. Here's the key to the enclosure housing the plants I want fertilized. Don't even think about leaving before you're finished. They need to be fed now. If you make an error, it will be immediately apparent, and needless to say, I will be extremely upset.
Got it.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine him getting along with his relatives just because he yells at everyone all the time. Arr. What is that machine? Is that like a Pac-Man video game? I think that's a video game machine. Where are those plants that I'm trying to fertilize? Here it is. Found it. This puzzle's okay, I guess. It's basically we need to make some of the plants. We need to make the plants bloom. Now I need to get that fourth plant going. It's not gonna get that fourth plant.
That should do it.
Oh hey, that wasn't so bad. Hey, we did it. We're fantastic. Ooh, and now I can see the giant science lava lamps. Woo! And this is the top secret area that they won't let me inside of.
Hey, put on a suit if you're gonna come out here.
Oops.
Hey, no one's allowed out here unless they're wearing a protective suit.
Oops.
But it's so cool.
Hey, put on a suit if you're gonna come out here.
Darn it.
Alrighty, that's enough playing around with those people. Let's go back to Dr. Craven.
What is it now?
I fertilized those plants.
Good job. The microscope lens is yours. Anything else?
I have thoroughly enjoyed talking to you.
Yes, well, the bugs await. Go. Yes? He did what? No, 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 no! Those seedlings were irreplaceable! How could anyone be that stupid? Oh! Tell me his name. Well, you tell Mr. Fighterman that he is fired. If he isn't off the premises in 2 minutes, I will come out there and throw him over the fence myself.
Yikes.
Wow. Rage madman.
If you have any regard at all for your personal safety, Ms. Drew, you'll leave now.
Fighterman is a fired man. Yeah, a guy. Very angry. Alrighty, time to do some frass.
This is where the lens goes. Looks like this has a built-in scale. I can use that little built-in scale to weigh the frass.
Okay, do you guys want to see me do this puzzle legitimately, or should I just cheat the puzzle? Yeah, well... So, we basically weigh the frass like this. We've got seeds, insects, parts, and frass. You need to know how much the frass weighs. So that means I take off all the insect parts, like, oh, that's just insect part. That's insect part. No, 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 no. And then I will use that to figure out what the frass weight is. I need to list that on the chart. I need to count how many seeds there are. I need to list that on the chart. I need to figure out the detritus predominance. Everyone is saying cheat. Detritus predominance, so this thing, and that is, that's what we do for all 6 of the frass traps. And there's more, but we'll get back to that later. So let's not actually do that puzzle, because it takes forever, and it's boring, and nobody likes it. And it will save us at least 15 minutes. Alright. Fortunately, the solution's the same every single time. That would be such a pain if it changed every time and you had to do this puzzle every single time. Oh my gosh. I can't even remember. In my, like, original walkthrough for the game, did I do the puzzle legitimately or did I just cheat there? I don't know. Done. So that is the solution to the puzzle, and we are
I can't go anywhere. I haven't inserted the clipboard into that formula machine thing yet.
Yes, I need to put the clipboard into this magic formula machine, which can read my terrible handwriting. So that was half the game. Hooray!
119,456. All right.
Remember, I did actually skip the... I also skipped the puzzle of getting all the plants figured out, too. So, it's not just that Frass stuff, it was also the plant stuff, and collecting all the Frass is probably the easiest part, just going to all those little flagged areas. That's definitely the easiest part.
Quigley? Yoo-hoo! Quigley! What? I just wondered if you knew what the deal is with all those webs at Kapu Cave.
Don't worry, they were made by Norsabeta larvae, not arachnids. I mean, spiders. I'm not sure why they like that cave so much. Must have something to do with their food supply.
Oh, I was just curious. I'll get back to work.
Didn't Quigley just say she's studying the Norsabeta odorata, and she has no interest in the fact that they're hanging out at Kapu Cave, making webs for reasons she doesn't understand? Quigley, why are you just ignoring this? It feels like Quigley's bad at her job.
Quigley, can I talk to you?
Well?
All through, I think.
Don't tell me, don't tell me. Okay, tell me.
Well, the number your formula machine came up with was 119,456.
Oh, yes, yes, it really is true. I've stumbled upon the biggest bloom of Norsabeta larva ever recorded. We're gonna be famous, Nancy, and with any luck, rich as heck. Way to go!
Thank you. I just wish I knew what you were talking about.
You just confirmed that for some reason, the Norsabeta odorata in this area, maybe on the whole island, are reproducing at an unheard of rate.
What are Norsabeta odorata?
It's a kind of moth, and to have it suddenly be producing 10 times more larvae than usual, it's huge. Nothing like this has ever happened before, anywhere. It's as if you woke up one morning and found 1,000 baby robins in your front yard. It just doesn't happen. Okay, you've confirmed what is happening. Now we need to figure out why it's happening. You need to analyze the contents of those Frass jars. The notes on my clipboard will tell you how to go about it. We need to know what all those Norsabeta caterpillars have been eating.
You mean the stuff in those jars is...
You said they were moths like 2 seconds ago.
Caterpillars?
Of course, they're Frass jars. But before you start your analysis, you need to get a sample of what.
No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't need to do this at all. No, there's zero reason for us to do that.
Sneaking in. See if
the
that's
caterpillars
what those
are
caterpillars
not
have been
eating Malachi Craven's
going on
secret
here,
plants.
Let's make history and find out what.
Those moth caterpillars are nowhere near Dr. Craven's plants. He would yell at them if they got too close. They could not possibly be...
I'm back!
Well, let's see if there's anything we can talk to Quigley about. I don't know. I'm just angry.
What?
I'm just angry because we have to do part 2 of the Frass puzzle. And then there's a whole nother puzzle. Whatever. I was really hoping we would be done with Frass.
Did you feel that earthquake?
Of course I felt it. It was like an invisible freight train went by.
Have you felt earthquakes like that here before?
This island has not one, but 2 active or semi-active volcanoes on it, Kilauea and Mauna Loa. The more magma you got moving around down there, the more earthquakes you're gonna have. I felt dozens since I've been here. Little ones, that is. The last one was relatively big, but nothing to worry about.
Have you heard about Kane Okala?
Of course I have. Last time I went into town for my weekly mango shave ice, all people could talk about was how Kane Okala was spotted doing this or he was heard doing that.
Do you think there's any truth to what they're saying?
Not one iota.
I heard this strange whispering noise like the one you described on tape. What do you think is causing it?
Good question. I have this gut feeling that it somehow ties into the Norsa Beta caterpillar bloom. But for the life of me, I cannot think why.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so the end of the game reveals that it's the sound of those Norsa Beta just rubbing their legs together. And she, the world's foremost expert on these caterpillar moth things, doesn't know what they sound like. Good job, Quigley. Good job, Quigley. You are such a great expert. Oh, man. It would be really cool if the creature of Kapu Cave was a giant radioactive caterpillar. And all those, webs at Kapu Cave were made by the same giant caterpillar. That would be a cool ending. Yes.
I've been meaning to ask you, what were you doing with a Healy Healy Center security pass?
Security pass? Oh yeah, I found it.
Malachi Craven seems to think someone stole it.
Well, he probably just didn't want to admit that he lost it.
I don't know. I think you're spying on him.
Have you ever met Dr. Craven?
Our paths have crossed once or twice, unfortunately. The man is an egomaniacal lunatic. I wouldn't hire that whack job to wash test tubes.
I'll get out of your hair now.
See you later.
Yeah, I have absolutely no idea who thought it would be a really cool idea to have a game which is just about sorting bug poop for hours and hours. I mean, I could understand somebody saying, hey, let's do a game about Hawaii. Because that would be cool, right? Like, that seems really cool. But sorting bug poop in the jungle is not... Yeah. It's gross. Are somebody saying what? The whispering is the frittulated flag beetles? Could be.
There's that weird whispering again.
Is it the beetles or the larva or the... I don't know. We've got flag beetles somewhere in here. Don't we? Ah. Wait, I forgot what I'm up to. Okay, Hawaiian... Okay. She thinks their larvae have been eating whatever Dr. Craven has been producing. So, Dr. Quigley says I need to break into the Healy Healy and steal a leaf sample. So if I get caught, I get to face Dr. Shortfuse all by myself. No wonder Quigley has such a hard time keeping assistants. Yeah, so I just think it's weird that Quigley thinks that these caterpillars or moths or whatever have been eating the food from here, which, by the way, let's take a look. Let's take a look on the map. So, are the Norsa Beta over here, and over here, eating the food which is locked in a building here? No! No, obviously not. Obviously not. So, I'm breaking the law, and it's obvious that I won't get anything useful out of it. Whatever, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have complained so much.
State your business, please.
Hi, I'd like to see Dr. Craven.
Dr. Craven isn't seeing anybody right now, so just back your car up, turn around, and leave.
No, Dr. Craven will see me. Really, just call him, please.
Dr. Craven? What? The young lady who...
Dr. Craven, it's me, Nancy Drew. I know you're busy, but I really enjoyed talking to you before. Could I come in just for a few minutes?
Let her in.
What is it now?
What makes you think Dr. Kim stole that security pass?
That was just my temper talking. I obviously have no reason to suspect the good doctor of any criminal activity whatsoever.
Oh, okay.
It's been wonderful talking to you.
All good things must end. Goodbye.
Dr. Craven? He's sound asleep. He must have decided to take that antihistamine after all. Perfect.
Yeah, so Dr. Craven just runs over to the chair and instantly falls asleep. No, Mommy. I don't want to get those gummies. I prefer the dinosaur gummies. I don't want the teddy bear gummies.
See. The name of the guy Dr. Craven fired was Fiderman or something.
We want to mute his iPad.
Here we go. Fiderman, number 14-667-93.
So maybe he's just grumpy and needed a nap. Yeah.
All right. Looks like employee number 14-667-93, otherwise known as Fiderman, was assigned to locker 13. The combination is R4L2L7R9.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure that the weird whispering sound is the frittulated flag beetles. So I apologize to everybody for getting that wrong, mistaking the beetles with the moth caterpillars, which eat them. That is a terrible mistake. I apologize. I'm very, very, very sorry about that. Of course, it doesn't matter now that I've apologized. People are just gonna like link to that part of the video and just have all these comments like, look at this idiot. They're gonna link to the part of the video where I got it wrong and not the part of the video where I apologized. And I'll forever be known as the guy who doesn't know the difference between a beetle and a moth larva. What a moron. Yeah. Somehow that feels like that's going to be happening in the near future. Anyway, despite my complaints about this, you know, it's so forced and dumb that Nancy has to steal something from the lab. It's still really cool that we break into the lab. I like the puzzle of getting the stuff from the tablet and breaking into this guy's locker and wearing this cool outfit and then seeing all these people who are working here. Oh, hey, pineapples! We found some real pineapples, everyone. Cool. I mean, these outfits are cool. I'm sorry, they look cool. Hey, buddy, how's it going? Just gonna sit here and stare at you for a while. Nice.
Maybe this'll help me figure out what plant I'm looking for.
Okay, so I don't remember the number. Okay, 14-667-93.
Shipping. Yeah, let's see what this place has been sending to whom lately.
Okay, if everybody gets mad at me, I just need to hit the second chance button and then they won't be mad at me anymore. Yes!
Richard Akins at Akins Biotech? That's who hired Frank and Joe Hardy to check out the Mapus. FERC21 was extracted from an unexpected but fortuitous mutation, which I've managed to successfully propagate. Have it tested immediately because I do believe this is the one. Mutation, huh? Something tells me that's the plant I need to get a sample from.
So those yellow suit people that we're checking out, they do look like the people from Monsters, Inc. The yellow suit squad there. Also, they look like yellow stormtroopers. They also give me like a Darth Vader vibe as well.
Looks like a list of substances and the names of the beds containing the plants they came from. Yes, it says here that FERC21 was extracted from the plants in bed HH3333. And according to that note from Dr. Craven, those plants are apparently mutants.
Mutant plants. Red alert! Red alert! unknown person.
Looks like I'm going to have to stay out of sight from here on out.
Wow, okay, so how does everybody else find out about this red alert? Because, nobody else is using a computer at the moment. Maybe the guy who was working on his iPad here, he just got the message on his iPad and then figured it out.
Plant. This won't hurt a bit.
We have a 2319. It's a 2319, everybody. We've got to attack any people found in the area. This is also a cool puzzle. We need to escape without being caught by warnings at Waverly Academy. It's like a maze.
Hey, you! Stop! Grab him!
Ah!
He's an imposter! All right, you. Hold him right there.
I'm busted.
Oh, man. Yeah, maybe they got a radio message telling them.
Ah! That's the guy who breaks security. All right, you. Hold him right there.
Oops.
How do they recognize Nancy as the person? Are there numbers on the... Because, you know, the message said, look out for somebody wearing suit number XXXXX. Or whatever it was. Suit number 1466793. It's like, how do people know that Nancy is wearing that particular suit?
Still no sign of the intruder. Over.
Let's see, I think we go past this guy when he's looking the other direction. Yes! Okay. Oh, that employee is named Waverly, but he didn't say his name out loud. Trust me, his name is Waverly, alright? I know it. I might not know the moth larva stuff, but I know that guy is Waverly. Maybe the suit just doesn't look good on Nancy. It's like, oh, that suit clearly doesn't fit her. I don't know, maybe Nancy's like 1.5 feet taller than Dewey Fighterman, and so they could tell that it was like a fake suit. I'm not sure. Oh, and we want to check out this.
Oh my gosh, this is a page that was torn off Quigley's clipboard, which means the person who trashed your camp must have been Dr. Craven?
Dr. Craves is the one who trashed the camp.
What? Who's there?
It's just me, Dr. Craven. Nancy, I just got here.
Oh, well, come on up here. What is it now?
The person who tore apart Dr. Kim's base camp. It was you, wasn't it?
Me? Don't be ridiculous. Why in blazes would I do that?
Come on, Dr. Craven. I know it was you. The page you tore off the front of her clipboard is right over there. Look, I don't want to make trouble for you. I just want to know what's going on.
She's being paid to spy on me. That's what's going on. My employer got wind of it and told me. So I went out to her camp to confront her, only she wasn't there, which made me even more furious. So then I just lost it.
You just had a big temper tantrum?
I've been told I have a slight anger management problem. As for that page you saw, I figured whatever she scribbled on that clipboard was about me, so I ripped it off and stuffed it in my pocket. But when I got back here and really looked at it, I discovered the only thing on it was a bunch of garbage about moth larvae. That's obviously why she had that security pass, so she could sneak in here, that repugnant little snoop. Wait a minute. How did you know that torn page was in the pocket of my lab coat?
I have really good eyes. Listen, I gotta get going. Bye.
Yeah, so he's the reason we had to do the Frass Puzzle. It was all his fault. He destroyed it because he was having a large temper tantrum because he thought Dr. K was spying on him. Well, I mean, she did have that stolen security pass. How did she get that? I don't think that's been answered. Maybe we could call that mysterious number. I haven't done that yet. Let's call the number. Yeah, and somebody's saying we should probably go check with Dr. K right away. Okay, maybe she can tell us more. That's a good idea.
LifeWorks Biochem? Dr. Kim, you're finally calling?
Yes, I am finally calling.
What's wrong with your nose? You sound so normal.
Quick, Nancy, make up a fake Dr. Kim voice.
Oh, well, I've been taking antihistamines.
How did you get this number?
Well, you see, Hello? Hello?
Yep. Well, so much for talking to Dr. Kim's mysterious employer. Maybe it's possible Dr. Kim had an intern right before Nancy's. Let's call him Sunny June. And he did manage to steal that pass, but he got fired.
Quigley, could you come down here?
Now what?
Malachi Craven thinks another biotech company hired you to spy on him.
Get out. Me? A spy?
Problem is, it would explain that phone number for LifeWorks Biochem you have on your clipboard.
Oh, all right. Yes, I stole a security pass. Yes, I snuck into Healy Healy a couple of times to dig through Craven's files. And yes, a rival company paid me to do all that. But I had to, Nancy. I was desperate for money. You don't know what it's like trying to make a living as a scientist. Unless you're rich to begin with, or discover something incredible, or go to work in some windowless assembly line type laboratory, you starve. I'm not saying that all laboratories are bad. In fact, there's this really great one in Montana. It's on this guy's ranch, so you can actually go horseback riding and fishing during your lunch break.
Quigley.
What?
Digressing?
Yeah, well, look, I needed to finance my research here, so I agreed to spy on Craven. But now that I've made this discovery, I can tell the people who hired me to take a hike. Besides, Craven's filing system is so blasted unsystematic that I never found anything worthwhile in them anyway.
Guess I'm out of here.
Good. Ta-ta!
Okay, so we did get an explanation. That's good. It can be hard to get that explanation. I know plenty of people who played the game and didn't get that explanation, and they're all like, what was even the point of any of that? Excellent. So next we are going to go back to Camp Quigley. Now that we've gotten the sample of the mutant pineapple, Dr. Quigley just happened to think we might need to go there and steal some of that pineapple, just in case it's a mutant pineapple. Good job, Dr. K. So she tests that. That's the caterpillar frass. And then the pineapple is...
Uh-oh, the color of the leaf sample from the Healy Healy doesn't match the color of the frass sample. I guess I better go tell Quigley.
It's totally irrelevant. Total waste of time, had nothing to do with the mystery. As I said at the very start. I said the caterpillars, we've got the Norsa Beta. They live here. They live here. They are not eating some pineapples grown inside this very locked, very secure facility all the way over here. There is no way they could have had any of those pineapples. I mean, it's not like it was like on the edge of the property either. It was inside a locked room. It was very hard for Nancy to get into that room. She had to steal a suit and go inside it. There is no way that the caterpillars all the way out here could have been eating it. That should be obvious. I shouldn't have needed to test that.
Quigley, can I talk to you?
I can't come down right now. The wasps I'm observing are doing some kind of dance, and I'm taking notes. What do you want?
Whatever those caterpillars have been eating is not what Dr. Craven's been growing at the Healy Healy.
The samples didn't match?
No. What should I do now?
Okay, listen up. Open my pack down there, take out the container of canopy samples I've collected, and see if one of them matches the frass sample. Got that?
Got it.
Also, yes, somebody points out, you know, the pineapple leaf was sprayed with chemicals. People have to wear hazmat suits while touching it. And Nancy's just walking around with that deadly pineapple in her pocket. Seems a little dangerous, huh? But somebody else points out it is kind of cool that Nancy investigated a lead in the mystery and it went nowhere. Yeah. But what is the mystery so far? No, seriously, what's the mystery? We figured out who trashed the camp. It was Dr. Craven because he was angry. So now what's the mystery? Why couldn't we tell Quigley about Dr. Craven being the one who destroyed the camp? We should have been able to tell her, right? Well, anyway.
I don't need to analyze that.
Honestly, what we should have done from the beginning is just test all this stuff at the start, right? Okay, let me put down the,
Not a match.
The Frass. Yeah, Dr. Quigley had this stuff all along. She probably...
That doesn't
we
match.
should have tested this at, like, the beginning. We should have done this instead of automatically assuming...
Definitely not blue.
The mutant pineapple was the culprit.
That doesn't match. Not a match.
And here we go. It is frittulated flag beetle larva.
A match. So, looks like those caterpillars have been eating frittulated flag beetles, whatever they are.
Excellent. So, it's frittulated flag beetles, and now another trip back to Quigley. We do so much back and forth between Quigley and Camp Quigley. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, the title of the game makes it seem like we've got the creature of Kapu Cave, we've got this monster, but we never see the monster. They tried to pretend Kane Okala was this mythical monster come to life, but that wasn't it, and we've already...
Yoo-hoo!
Yeah.
Quigley!
And now that we know Craven's the one who destroyed the camp, we're just sort of left with no mystery.
Have you got something?
Besides...
Well, it looks to me like those caterpillars have been eating nothing but frittulated flag beetles?
Frittulated flag beetles? No, that's not possible.
It better be possible, because my days of analyzing Frass are over.
The frittulated flag beetle is a relatively minor species in this area. But if your analysis is correct, that means they're multiplying at an even greater rate than the Norsabeta are. The question is, why? Fame and fortune just got put on hold, Nancy. We can't go public with this until I figure out what the heck is going on.
Where are you going?
Up! I do my best thinking when my feet aren't touching the ground. Don't ask me why. I've carried you long enough, Nancy. You're on your own.
Oh, I hate that line.
There's a metal ring inside my pack. I found it at Kapu Cave when I was setting out Frass traps. Maybe you can figure out what it's for. Darn thing's got me stumped.
Okay, I'll check it out.
I've carried you long enough, Nancy. You have not been carrying me. If anything, I am the one who has been doing all the work around here. You have been nothing. You have been doing nothing.
I can't come down right now.
Why not?
I can't come down right now.
Well, that's it for Quigley. We won't see her again. That's it. She has no role to play in the rest of the game. Maybe we could talk to Dr. Craven. Talk to him. I don't think he has a role to play in the rest of the game. I think that's sort of the problem. The game has a problem with Nancy and the Hardy Boys. Well, we finished Nancy's part of the game, pretty much.
State your business. Oh, it's you.
What is it now?
Is it possible that the work you're doing here could be causing a sudden increase in the population of the frittulated flag beetle?
Of course not. Besides, the frittulated flag beetle is an inconsequential species in this area.
Not anymore. Here's the deal, Dr. Craven. I know that you're working for Aiken's Biotech and that whatever you're working on involves pineapples. I've seen them.
You're spying on me too?
I also know that something is damaging the local pineapple crop, and that it's almost certainly fritillated flag beetles, because for some reason they're out there multiplying like crazy. What I don't know is, are you responsible?
I should have known you were after something. Please leave.
As soon as the newspapers hear about this, a lot of other people are going to be asking you the same thing, so you might as well tell me.
I'm being paid to create a sunblock in pill form, so I'm developing a strain of pineapple that produces prodigious amounts of ferulic acid, a chemical that has shown great potential in this area. Now leave! I apparently have some double checking to do.
Okay, so Dr. Craven did have a little bit more to say.
I said leave! I said leave!
And he hates me forever now. Oh, darn. Oh well, like I said, we're not going to see Dr. Craven again for the rest of the game. He's not important anymore. Let's go to Kapu Cave. It is weird that we do a bunch of Frass for like an hour. How long do, you know, like over an hour it's just Frass. Just Frass. And at the end of that, we get a nose ring.
A nose ring, of course.
Just totally unconnected to the Frass and Dr. Quigley and Dr. Craven and everything else we've been dealing with. We just have a cave with the nose ring and ancient lava tubes and stuff. It's weird. Well, let's go back to Frank and Joe.
Hello?
Frank? Well, hi, it's Nancy. Sorry, guess I expected Joe to answer.
Well, as it happens, Joe's at the clinic getting treated for a concussion.
What? What happened?
Someone jumped him while he was poking around Big Island Mike's immersion center. Just after he left that message for you, in fact. Turned around and wham! Gets knocked unconscious by someone swinging a big wooden mask.
So you don't know who did it?
Not yet. So what's going on with you?
Well, let's see.
Phew, this Quigley lady sounds like she's gonna be a real taskmaster. Anything I can do to help?
Nope, so far so good. But I discovered something that you might be interested in.
Oh yeah?
Well, I was taking kind of an unauthorized tour of the Healy
While
Research
you were
Center.
snooping.
While I was snooping, I came across the name of the person Malachi Craven is working for. Richard Akins.
Our Richard Akins? Of Akins Biotech?
Yep, Dr. Craven said Akins hired him to create a sunblock in pill form.
Akins never said a word about it.
Might be just a coincidence. Anyway, if I find out anything else, I'll let you know.
Yeah, please do.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, and now for the Hardy Boys section of the game. Let's see. Oh, does Joe have a completely different task list than the others? I think Joe has a completely different task list from Nancy. Alrighty.
Frank, how's your brother? He back from the clinic yet?
No, they wanted to keep him under observation for a while. But he'll be fine. Joe's nothing if not hard-headed. Any idea who clobbered him?
Like I told the cops, probably just some bum who wandered in off the beach looking for cash.
The guy didn't look like a bum to Joe.
I thought he said the guy was wearing a mask.
No, he said all he saw was a mask. But he got a look at the guy's sandals. You know, just before he blacked out. Said they were Durosoles. Expensive brand.
Look, whoever the guy was, he's no richer, I'm no poorer. He's gone, I'm here, no big deal. Well, except for your brother getting walloped like that.
Do the police have any leads?
Nah, real low priority case for them. The one guy I talked to barely looked around. But hey, you want to look around? Play detective like on TV? You go right ahead.
Good talking to you.
Anytime.
Somehow the police managed to miss that. Here it is right now. The culprit left this thing there. So we are going to call.
Pawn shop, this is Davey.
I found a receipt from your shop that somebody dropped. I'd kinda like to find that person, so I just wondered if you could maybe tell me who you wrote it out to.
Sure, what's the number?
It's receipt number 57441.
Hang on. How well do you know this guy?
I don't know him at all. Total stranger.
Well, you're not the only one who'd like to find him. Turns out the stuff I bought off of him was stolen. Cops are looking for this guy too. Name's Johnny Kuto. Apparently he's got a pretty nice career going for him as a freelance thief. Address he gave me turned out to be bogus. Gave me his cell phone number too, but he never picks up.
So the important thing here is to ask, what was Johnny Kuto doing here? Oh, by the way, we just solved the mystery. Hey, we solved the mystery of who hit Joe. Why couldn't the police have solved the mystery? It took me 2 minutes.
Do you have any idea why Johnny Kuto would be hanging around a business called Big Island Mike's Immersion Excursions?
Police mentioned that he's always looking for places to hide what he steals until it's safe to deliver it. Maybe somebody at this excursion thing is helping him out.
What kind of stuff did Kuto sell to you?
Laptop, digital camera, and a PDA. Police said it was smaller than the stuff he usually goes after. Probably just needed some pocket change.
What did you mean when you said Kuto is a freelance thief?
You tell him what you want, he'll steal it for you, for a price. Cops say he's pretty good. Think he's stolen everything from microchips to airplane parts.
Think you could give me Kuto's phone number?
Got it right here. 808-555-9258. Good luck getting him to return your call.
Hey, I really appreciate your help.
Anytime. Mahalo.
Alright, so that's Johnny Kuto. What we need to do is talk to Pua.
Hey, Frank. How's Joe doing?
He's still at the clinic, but he'll be fine.
Nothing like that's ever happened to a guest before. Ever. You're not gonna, like, sue us or anything, are you?
Maybe. I mean, we are friends with this girl whose father is a bigwig attorney back home.
You're kidding, right?
About our friend's dad? No. But about suing you? If my brother sued someone every time he got smacked upside the head, we'd be in court for decades.
That's a relief.
Is it true you'll buy these fish from me?
Let's see. Looking good. There you go. Okay, what else?
So, after we talked to the pawnbroker about why would Johnny be selling stolen goods, we get this conversation with Pua.
I'm not sure how to tell you this, but I have reason to believe your dad is involved in something he shouldn't be.
What do you mean? Like what?
Like hiding or maybe even fencing stolen property for someone.
What?
Look, it's a real long story, and I can't prove anything, so you don't really have to worry. But if he was, say, trying to hide a bunch of stuff for somebody, where do you suppose he'd put it?
Oh my gosh, the chamber. That's what he's been doing in there. This island is riddled with lava tubes, tunnels made by ancient volcanoes. They go all over the place. My dad knows them all. Lately, he's been spending a lot of time in one of them. He calls it the chamber because it's so big, but he refused to tell me what he's been doing. I was going to sneak down there and see for myself, but the earthquake caused this huge cave-in near the entrance. I can't get past it, but neither can my dad. So whatever he's been keeping down there is still there.
There's no other way to get into this chamber thing?
Yes, there is, from the water. It says so on this old chart my dad has.
Then what are you waiting for?
The problem is, you can't just snorkel to the entrance. You have to ride different currents to get there. The chart supposedly says how to do that, but I've never been able to figure it out. But if you can figure it out, you might be able to find the entrance. But if you do, and it turns out that my dad is doing something illegal, I want you to promise me that you won't call the police without talking to me first.
Yeah, it takes almost no convincing for Pua to sell out her own father. She's like, oh, by the way, I know where he would be stealing, I know where he would be storing stolen illegal goods. Yeah, it's right there in this cave system nearby. Yeah, that's where you need to go.
I can't do that.
Then you don't get the chart.
Then again, maybe I can do that.
I promise I won't call the police. Say it.
I promise I won't call the police unless I talk to you first. Okay?
Okay. The chart's in that old trunk in the immersion center. To open it, you'll need to know what my father calls his favorite flavor of shave ice. I can never remember, so you'll have to ask him. Just don't make me sorry I trusted you.
Alright, so. Oh, also we need snorkeling gear as well. So, we need to get the chart. We need to figure out the dad's favorite shave ice. Right here.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm curious. What's your favorite flavor of shave ice?
Tell you what, I'm kinda hungry, so I'm gonna make you guess. You make me a shave ice and bring it back here. If it's my favorite flavor or combination of flavors, I'll tell you. If it's not, well, you'll just have to keep making them till you get it right.
Oh, great. Yeah, he's gonna make us do a puzzle. All right.
I think I can handle that.
Like I always say, a busy customer is a happy customer.
Ever heard of a guy named Johnny Kudo?
Never heard of him.
Really? Because I think he is giving his stolen goods to you. You're storing stolen goods for him, buddy.
You ever work with somebody named Johnny Kudo? Or maybe he took one of your excursions?
Why are you asking?
I think he may be the guy who clobbered Joe.
Playing Kojak, huh? Well, I wish I knew something about this Kudo guy, but I don't.
Is this your pawn ticket? I found it over there.
Never seen it before.
Then maybe it belonged to the guy who clobbered Joe.
Or maybe it's been lying there for weeks. The guy who cleans this place doesn't exactly keep it spotless. Namely, me.
Good talking to you.
Anytime.
So let's do the shave ice and then make some phone calls, okay? So, we have to pay money to guess what it is. I think it's mango, coconut, and lime.
That should do it. Now I'll just take this to Big Island Mike and hope that it's his favorite flavor.
His favorite flavor.
Want something else?
Got a shave ice for you to try.
Let's have it. You did it. That was my favorite flavor combination. Lime, coconut, and mango. I call it Honi Awa. That's Hawaiian for sour kiss.
Thanks for your help.
Anytime.
Excellent. So the name was Honi Awa. This will give us this fancy chart. Honi Awa.
Whoa, weird looking dude. Looks like he has something to do with getting into that chamber thing. But what? I've never seen him before. But maybe Nancy has.
Nope, calling Nancy.
Hello?
Hey, Nance, it's me. Listen, I just came across something kinda weird, and I thought I'd see if you knew anything about it.
I'd love to be able to help you. What is it?
Well, it's a drawing of this creepy face that has a mouth full of teeth with all these animals on them.
Wait a minute. I saw a face like that. It was carved into this wall I found while emptying Frass jars for Quigley. Tell me more about the animals.
Well, there's an eel, a turtle, a shark, a manta ray, a porcupine fish, an octopus, a crab, and an urchin.
Interesting. Maybe I'll go back and take another look at it.
It has something to do with this old map I found, so I have the feeling it's important.
Then I'll definitely take another look at it.
Thanks, Nance. See ya.
Nancy just memorizes all those animals. Okay. So what was it? An eel, a turtle, a shark. Eel. Oh, right, this puzzle. Okay, so with this puzzle we need to get all the various animals. The solution is this. You want all those animals to appear on the teeth.
It opened! I better call and tell Frank.
You have reached
Joe Hardy and/or Frank Hardy. Only we're not available.
at the tone. Please leave a message.
Frank, it's Nancy. Hey, remember that creepy face that had been carved into a wall? The one with all the pictures on his teeth? Well, thanks to that list of animals you gave me, the face opened up, and I'm about to explore whatever's behind it. I don't know if or how this helps you, but I just thought I'd let you know. Anyway, I'm going in, so wish me luck.
Why wasn't Frank there to pick up his phone? Seriously, Frank.
Phew, I feel like I'm in a sauna.
Well, let's do this part of the game. This is actually kind of a cool part of the game. Nancy's solving puzzles in this old cave system.
That's lava. No wonder it's so hot in here.
It's cool, I just don't know what it has to do with anything. It doesn't seem like it's related to anything, but it is still cool. Solving puzzles. jumping across volcanoes, trying not to fall in lava. You want to pull out this guy's tongue. That will create a platform. So Nancy can go across and just walk to the exits. The floor is lava, Nancy. Don't touch the floor. So this puzzle is sounds. So
Looks like the only way I can go is deeper into the cave.
oh wow, the entrance, it just closed off behind me. That's weird. Okay, so it says you want to listen. You want to listen. So we have trickling water. And then whistling wind. And then sizzling fire. And crumbling rock. That's kind of a cool little gecko. So those are the 4 sounds we heard. We want to do them in order. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is kind of cool.
I wonder if these pictures tell some kind of story.
Let's see. We can. That giant rolling ball of doom over there. It looks scary. I wonder if Nancy can't explore this area to the side. Okay, fine. Can she look down?
Well, I can't get out that way, that's for sure. Looks like I'll just have to keep walking.
Yeah, I don't know. It's cool we're exploring an ancient cave. I'll go with that. So we want to tell the story. Let's see. So we've got this little island and a volcano, and then a turtle showed up at the island one day. Looks like the turtle got a little closer to the island, then left some eggs. After time, the volcano erupted, and then, yeah, the volcano erupted. And then 2 of the baby turtles grew up and swam away. That is the puzzle. So because we solved it correctly, we get a little bit of time to dodge the giant rolling boulder.
Frank, it's Nancy. Hey, remember that creepy face that had been carved into a wall? The one with all the pictures on his teeth? Well, thanks to that list of animals you gave me, the face opened up, and I'm about to explore whatever's behind it. I don't know if or how this helps you, but I just thought I'd let you know. Anyway, I'm going in, so wish me luck.
If the pictures on that old current chart helped her, maybe whatever she just did to open up that face will somehow help me.
Great. So, we need to go snorkeling in that area. Snorkel gear costs 30 big island bucks. So we have... Whoa!
Nothing's the matter with me. It's under my senses, that's all.
I'm not gonna let you ruin everything. You hear me? I'm not.
Don't do what I tell you.
No, I'm not going to listen to you ever again.
You come back here. Pull up.
Apu and her dad are fighting. Uh-oh.
Hey, what's going on?
Think I could rent some snorkeling equipment?
Long as you've got 30 Big Island bucks, you can.
Oops. Guess I'm gonna have to wait.
Need anything else?
That was some argument you and your dad had.
You heard us?
I think everyone within 10 square miles heard you.
My dad can act like such a loser sometimes.
So can mine. What did your dad do?
Let's talk about something else, okay?
See you in a bit.
Let me know when you want to try surfing again.
I kind of do want to go surfing, but no, we need to go fishing and get all those big island bucks. But first, let's call our people. We need to call Johnny Kudo.
The person you have called is not available. At the tone, please leave a message.
Hey, Johnny. You don't know me, but you know my brother. He's the one you slugged when you were at Big Island Mike's. I know what you two have been up to. So if you're smart, you'll give me a call. 280-555-7263.
And let's call Mr. Akins.
Richard Akins.
Hello, Mr. Akins. This is Frank Hardy, calling from Hawaii.
Yes, of course. In fact, I just got out of a meeting in which Puamapu was the main topic of discussion. Marketing is enthusiastic about using her, but they need to move quickly. So, if there's anything unsavory about the Mapus, I must know now.
Unfortunately, my brother was in the process of looking around Mike Mapu's office when he was knocked unconscious.
Good heavens, is he all right?
The clinic wants to keep him under observation for a while, that's all. The bad part is, he didn't see who did it.
Do you think the Mapus had something to do with it?
I've already figured out they do, but I'm gonna pretend I haven't.
I doubt it. Mike Mapu said it was probably just somebody who wandered in off the beach looking for cash. And Pua Mapu's just afraid we'll sue them or something. But I won't know anything for sure until I do a lot more checking.
Please, do it quickly. Time is of the essence.
Pua says her father has been acting very secretive lately. Says he may be hiding something in an underground chamber.
Hiding something? Hiding what?
I knew you were gonna ask me that.
For crying out loud, Frank, find out! The press is actually starting to listen to that blowhard.
What blowhard?
Never mind. I'll thank you not to call me again unless and until you have found out what Mapu is up to.
Angry guy. But dude, I want to confront him about the fact that he's paying the Healy.
Richard Akins.
Hello, Mr. Akins. This is Frank Hardy again.
What have you found out?
What do you know about the Healy Research Center?
Never heard of it.
It's out here where we are, in Hawaii.
Look, who cares? Why are you asking me stupid questions? Just go do what I hired you to do.
This guy is almost as angry as Dr. Craven. No wonder he's secretly Dr. Craven's boss.
A lot of people think weird things are going on up there.
My dealings with the Hilly are none of your concern.
It's just that Joe and I, we don't like being lied to. So unless you tell us the truth, like now, we're gonna be on the next flight out of here.
All right. My company owns the Hilly. The lead scientist there is working on a top-secret revolutionary product. Consequently, the less publicity the facility receives, the better. But for some reason, this Mike Mapu character has been spreading vicious rumors about the Hilly. And if the press picks up on them and starts sniffing around, the whole project could be compromised. So, I hired you to dig up some dirt on Mapu.
So you could blackmail him into shutting up.
I prefer to call it fighting fire with fire.
Blackmail. It's blackmail.
Why didn't you just tell us this to begin with?
I apologize for the subterfuge, but I was afraid the truth would only confuse things. You can quit if you want, but if the Mapus are up to something they shouldn't be, and if you walk away, you can't exactly claim the moral high ground either.
We're not quitters, Mr. Akins. We just like to know the facts.
As do I, young man. As do I.
Your top secret revolutionary project. Sunscreen pills. Yeah. Well, let's buy that fish food and go fishing. Yeah, none of the bosses in this game are good. Everybody's just either angry or like Dr. Kim. They're breaking the law, want you to break the law, and don't care. Yeah. I mean, this fishing's okay, I guess. It's just slow. Takes a while. Yes, you need to buy bait so you can go fishing. That way you can get enough money so you can buy bait. It's just a weird cycle. Yeah, but it's okay because I think we'll earn enough money from the bait. Like the bait was $8. I think we're gonna get at least $8 from this fishing round.
Bingo!
Yeah, that looks like $8 a fish, maybe. Yeah, it gets repetitive and boring pretty quickly. That's the main problem with the fishing. There's no variation to the challenge. And hey, we got Malua. That's nice. I mean, I suppose they have the screen where you pick what bait you want in case you've bought multiple types of bait.
Yes!
But still, I would prefer it if they automatically just put the bait on the line. Or if I didn't have to watch the same animation of the line being cast over and over and over again. I don't know. So what should we talk about, everyone? We've got time. We've got time here. Fishing, six more fishes to catch. This is a very, very empty
Bingo.
beach. Yeah. I'm sure most beaches in Hawaii are not this empty. Five more, believe it or not. And really, why is Richard Aiken so scared of Mike Mapu? Like, Mike Mapu apparently has a lot of pull in this town. If him talking to newspapers and stuff is so scary, we've got to hire someone to blackmail him. Somebody's saying I should do a live stream of me making the cake from Secret of Shadow Ranch. Don't you have to put it in the oven and then wait for 90 minutes? It's like, I don't think I would do like a live cake baking. Although I'm pretty sure in cooking shows what they'll do is they'll like cook the cake ahead of time. And that way they'll just switch to the cooked cake. And cut out like the 90 minutes of waiting. Alright, we're almost done, everyone. Excellent. So let's go and
what's
get our
going on?
money.
Got you some more fish.
Let's see. Looking good. There you go. Okay, what else?
Think I could rent some snorkeling equipment?
Long as you've got 30 Big Island bucks, you can.
Oops. Guess I'm gonna have to wait.
Need anything else?
See you in a bit.
Have fun.
Yep, I can't afford it. I did not get enough money. I'm at 28. I need 30. I could try necklace making, but that's not exactly something which is the best. Okay, getting some seashells. Excellent, so those are seashells. And let's see if I have enough seashells to make a necklace. No, nowhere even close to enough seashells. I still need like 6 of these to make that Aloha necklace, the easiest necklace. The one we made at the very start of the game. So let's go with the easy bait, because that's the easiest one. Alright. Because it's the cheapest one, I mean. Because that is the cheapest one. That's the one we'll be using. I forgot to check how much each fish is worth. So I hope it's like 6, 7, 8, or 9. No. Each one is worth either 1 or 2, right? And the lure are worth like 3. So I don't know how many I'd have to catch before I get 22. I'd have to count. But yeah, it definitely, this fishing thing just feels like an excuse to make the game longer than it actually is. Because it's not that much fun. If we only had to do it once, I'd be fine with it. But we have to do it like 5 times. There's some people who are really big fans of like the fishing and the seashell making. And if that's your thing, fine. I'm not gonna complain. I just don't think it's very fun. I feel it's very, very time consuming. Let's do more fishing. Go see if that's enough. Please tell me that was 30.
Hey, what's going on?
Got you some more fish.
Let's see. Looking good. There you go.
1, 1, 2, 2.
Okay, what else?
Think I could rent some snorkeling equipment?
Long as you've got 30 Big Island bucks, you can.
There you go.
And there you go.
This dry bag is great. I can keep my clothes with me while I'm snorkeling.
Woohoo! Need anything else?
I'll check back with you later.
Sounds good.
Finally. Okay, so now we are finally fishing. I don't know how long I spent fishing. It feels like forever, but it was probably just like 3 minutes. I don't know. It's still not very fun. And here we have the eel maze.
That eel.
We need to go through the maze. Those animals that were on the chart. So it was like the eel, the cheeseburger. So it's gonna be left. We have the eel, then we have the fish. Then we have the turtle.
Whoa!
Then we have the octopus.
Whoa!
Then we have the porcupine fish.
Whoa!
Then we have the crab.
Whoa!
Then the sea urchin.
Whoa!
And finally, the manta ray.
The chamber Pua told me about must be in there.
Let's see this map. Yeah, it's all those fish in order, just in the order, in the exact order they are on the chart. I don't know why Pua was unable to figure that out on her own. Because that's what she said. She's like, Frank, I've never been able to decode this map and how to follow it. It's like, but it's super easy. So Frank shows up at around the same time as Nancy. Nancy was just here. She solved that puzzle at the far end, and conveniently that makes it so Frank can climb up to chase after her. Let's see, Frank has to go around the side, and instead of going through the area to the right like Nancy did, he's going to climb up here and press the button. So, this is the chamber. This is where Big Island Mike is keeping his illegal stolen goods. They are?
Holy cow, those things are covered with tiny beetles. Man, whatever's inside those canisters, those beetles are going for it. Big time.
Beetle thingies.
Frank, what are you doing here?
Well, Pua sent me. She gave me a map. What is all this?
A huge, terrible mistake, that's what it is. I've made Pele mad.
Dad? How did you get in here?
I finally found a lava tube that bypasses the main tunnel.
Pua, you followed me?
I had to find another way in here. So I let you figure out that chart, and then yes, I followed you.
It's over, Pua. I'm dumping those things right now.
Dad, no! We're in too deep. We've got to go through with it now.
Wait a minute. You're in this whatever it is together?
If and when the Healy Healy Center shuts down, the land it's on reverts to us. Land we could turn right around and sell to developers. So I used Johnny Kudo to steal us some chemicals that would make insects start destroying the pineapples. And made it sound like Kane Okala was back to keep people out of the jungle so they wouldn't see us spraying. And then we spread the rumor that whatever was killing the pineapples was the Healy Healy's fault.
My father owes a lot of money to some really bad people. That's why we did it. And if you could just not tell anyone about this, everything will be fine.
No, Pua. Pele destroyed the tunnel for a reason. She was telling us to stop. No, Pua. Pele destroyed the tunnel for a reason. She was telling us to stop.
It's Frank.
No, Pua. It's over. The earthquake was a warning. This isn't right, and if we don't stop next, she'll destroy us. You see? You see?
Whoa! Oh, ow.
Frank, are you alright?
Hey, Nance. Yeah, I guess I'm okay. Be kinda nice to get back on solid ground, though. Any ideas?
Jump from rock to rock and head for the stairs in front of you. The ones behind Big Island Mike. But be careful. A rock that's there 1 minute may not be there the next.
Okay, so this is the final puzzle of the game. Wow, Big Island Mike just kind of dropped a bunch of information there. Guess what? He gets to own the Healy Healy if the business shuts down. Yeah. That seems like important information which should have been mentioned a lot sooner, right? Crazy times. Alright, so this is a jumping challenge. It is kind of random because Big Island Mike jumps around at random. And you'll notice he's sort of messing things up for me. He's making some stones appear in front of me. And I didn't want those stones to appear / disappear. I just want to get closer to him. Words which no one has ever said about Big Island Mike before. Alright, so I'm just gonna trade places with you, if that's okay, Mike? Great. So I think here, I think I'm safe just jumping to the exit. Yeah, I did it! Woohoo!
Oh man, I've never been so glad to see solid ground in my life. Nice work, Nance.
Tell that to them.
All the time we spent on this thing wasted. I should have just gone surfing.
And I should have just gone with you.
Big Island Mike and Pua finally made it to safety, and all of us managed to get out of the cave using the lava tube that Mike had discovered. Much to their credit, he and Pua turned themselves in immediately, although it took a while for the authorities to figure out exactly what to charge them with. As for what they had done, here's how Big Island Mike explained it. Desperate to pay off the loan sharks to whom he owed a lot of money, Big Island Mike remembered something. The land the Healy Healy Research Facility was on used to belong to his aunt. She willed it to the foundation that built the facility with the stipulation that the land would go to Mike if and when the Healy Healy ever closed its doors. And so he set out to force the Healy Healy out of business, knowing that once the land was his, he could sell it and pay off all his debts. First, capitalizing on what he knew about pineapples, he used to work for a pineapple grower. Big Island Mike hired Johnny Kudo to steal canisters of pheromones for him. He knew that when sprayed in the jungle, these pheromones would cause an explosion in the population of the tiny and normally benign fritillated flag beetle. To lower their risk of being seen, the Mapu spread the rumor that Kaneokala was once again prowling the island. Then they sprayed the chemicals, and soon fritillated flag beetles were everywhere. Dr. Kim finally figured out that the weird whispering noise I had heard was the beetles rubbing their little legs together in some kind of greeting ritual.
Yes, it
Soon,
was the
beetle
beetles.
larvae, which are practically microscopic, started feeding on the local pineapples. And when it became apparent that something strange was going on with the pineapple crop, the Mapus began circulating the rumor that the Healy Healy was to blame. And their plan almost worked. The rumor made one of the Healy Healy's current owners, Richard Akins, so nervous that he hired the Hardy Boys to dig up something, anything that he could use to discredit the Mapus and shut them up. And if word had gotten out that Malachi Craven, who it turns out is the one who tore Dr. Kim's camp up in a fit of anger mismanagement, was working with plant mutations, public pressure may have indeed caused the Healy Healy to close its doors. But thanks to Frank and Joe and Dr. Kim and yours truly, the Mapu's plot was exposed, and the fritillated flag beetle population quickly fell to its normal size, as did that of the Norsobeta odorata moth. So, how did I spend the rest of my time on the Big Island? Well, let's just say when it comes to cleaning Frass jars, I am an expert.
Yeah, that's the ending of the game. It basically explains everything because the game itself doesn't explain that. I just don't like that ending. I wish all that stuff had been in the game. Like, did we know anything about Big Island Mike's aunt? No. Did we know he was deeply in debt to loan sharks? No. What is he in debt for? We don't know. It feels like they just they didn't have an ending, and so they threw all this information at the end of the game to try to explain it. It's like, bro, put the story in the game, not in the ending. It's literally like what Nancy said. It's like the police had no idea what to charge them with. It's because this game was kind of lacking when it comes to crimes and stuff. It's really hard to know what the mystery is because so much of the mystery is just bugs in the jungle and Frass. And yeah, so this, as I believe I said, this is one of the not as popular Nancy Drew games. When it came out, people were definitely saying this was the worst Nancy Drew game. So there's like a 2 to 3 year period where people said that until game number 20 came out, and then everybody switched their votes to game number 20, Ransom of the Seven Ships, as the worst game of the series. So I would say, yeah, this game is better than Ransom of the Seven Ships. Both games have their moments. Like, we've got Bess and George in Ransom of the Seven Ships. That's cool. We had those weird lava lamps in this game. Those were cool. It's kind of nice to see Frank and Joe.
Fearing for their lives. Of course, the lodge is located deep in the wilds of the Canadian Rockies, and it is the dead of an unusually cold,
the
snowy
ending to
winter.
this game feels like
But
they
is the lodge
just slapped
simply
everything
unlucky?
together
Is it the target
at
of
the
some
very
mysterious
end. Like
curse? Or is someone behind these
like
strange
the
events?
deadline was
Or does it have something
tomorrow.
to do
The deadline's
with the
tomorrow, so
elusive
they
wolf
threw
that
whatever they
haunts the
could,
surrounding hills,
and just shoved it into the ending. It's like, it's okay.
Help me
It's
find
okay.
out in my next adventure.
We'll explain
The
everything
White
at the
Wolf
ending,
of
okay?
Icicle Creek.
And yeah, it was just a desperate attempt to try to make some semblance of sense to the story, and it just didn't work. All right, didn't this game have a different like lead design and creative director? I think maybe that's also part of the problem. Is maybe this lead designer person came on too late. So that happens sometimes. Games and I was gonna say movies. My wife complained that's what happened with the movie Brave with Merida. It's like, well, you can kind of tell they had a new like producer director person come on halfway through, and it's like, oh, you know, if they just come on like 3 months, 4 months earlier, then things would have been like more smoothed out and would have made a lot more sense. But as it is, maybe they were just scrambling to get everything done in time. Gate guard voiced by RFA Krollmeister. His name was Waverly, sir. His name was Waverly. Yay. White Wolf of Icicle Creek is a really cool game, too. I feel like another problem this game had, one of, like, an unavoidable problem, is that Her Interactive was going through changes. So they switched, whatever you call it, the company that does the animation for all the characters and stuff, that actually got switched. They were in the process of switching that company, so they were going from having an external company do that to doing that all internally, you know, having the people from Her Interactive do all the characters and the animation. And so maybe that explains why the characters looked a little weird, was because it was sort of a rush job because they were kind of stuck in the middle of between two things. Yeah. Maybe that's it. Well, anyway, that's it for Nancy Drew Creature of Kapu Cave. Not the worst game in the series, but definitely not the best. Way too much frass. I still hold that, you know, if they had been able to work on the game for, you know, another 6 months, that probably would have been enough to save it and make it a much better game. Oh well. Thank you for watching, everybody. The next game is White Wolf of Icicle Creek.